Hi, this is Bella Chavez, your real estate and tax professional, and also host and sponsor of Bella Live, your favorite music online radio station. Well, today I wanted to talk a little bit about a topic. Right now, a lot of people ask the question, should I buy, should I wait, or I'm waiting for the interest rates to go down. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't wait for interest rates to go down. One, because it's not very likely that interest rates will go back down to the 2-3% that we were seeing. These were historically record low interest rates. And if you look back in the history of home buyer interest rates, they have never really been that low. Usually they tend to be anywhere between 7 to 10%. I've spoken to people who years ago bought their homes for even higher percentages, up to 15, 16, 17%. So those low interest rates were something let's just say was more like a Black Friday special for interest rates that happened for a few years. Right now, interest rates are actually in a normal range. I had purchased a house before, and I think we purchased it for like 8-9% back like in 2006, 7, somewhere around there. And so it's not very likely. And even if it does go back down, you know what's going to happen? The houses are going to go back up. Everyone's going to fight. The demand's going to go up for houses again. And everyone's going to be fighting the houses with the bidding wars. So the houses are going to go right back up. Now, when the interest rates go down, yes. When the interest rates go up, that causes houses to go down a little bit. So houses have slowed down because, not everybody's wanting to buy a house right now at 7-8%. But this is actually the best time to get your house at a good price rate because it's not inflated. It's not overbidding. It's not, you're not having to waive inspections. You can take your time and find the house you really like without having to put in offers on a craze and then end up buying a house just because you're desperate because your contract's about to expire. So now you have to put in an offer on the house you can actually get. So right now it is actually a better market for buyers. It's not as great for sellers because now the ball is in the buyer's court. So you're positioned better to buy right now. Interest rates are a little higher, but that works in your favor. Now, if you buy a house now, even though you feel like the interest rate is high, if that's what you're feeling, and if you're really thinking the interest rates are going down, I'm going to wait. Well, then what I would suggest instead is buy now. And so that you can buy the house you want at the price you want, in the neighborhood you want, and you're not in a bidding war, buy it now. And if the interest rates do go down in 2-3 years, then you can always refinance your house and lock in that new lower interest rate if that does happen. But if it doesn't, at least you bought a house, that's affordable, that you didn't have to fight. You didn't end up having to buy a house because this is all you can get now because the houses are overpriced. And so, if the house, my point I'm trying to get at is if interest rate goes down, houses are going to go back up. The prices are going to go back up. So, it's like a seesaw. One thing goes up, interest rates go down, all the buyers want to buy a house. Interest rates go up, less buyers want to buy a house. So the prices tend to regulate a little bit. So there's really not a perfect time to buy a house because if interest rate goes down, then you're going to be paying more overall for your house anyways to begin with. And the interest rate is kind of arbitrary in the sense that you can always pay off your house faster and you're not stuck paying the full amount of the financing. If you give extra, there's options to to pay in advance and pay your house sooner so you're not paying the whole thing. And like I said, there may be, if interest rates do go down in the future, you could always refinance, but you got your house at the price that you needed it. So that's what I wanted to share as far as my thoughts on the housing market right now. And you shouldn't buy a house if you're not ready financially, emotionally, if you're not ready for a house. Some people can just stay renters, continue to rent. Some people just prefer the lifestyle of not having to worry about painting, maintenance, repairs. And if that's what you choose to do, that's great. Continue to rent. But if you're someone who really wants to buy a house, who wants to make that investment, who wants to start building wealth, who wants to start having something for future investments, then yeah, it's still a good time to buy real estate. And it's a good time to buy a good investment.